So, good day, everyone. My name is Belief Trader. So, I'm just here to teach on directional bias. So, first of all, let's start with what's directional bias. So, directional bias simply means an expectation or preference of which direction is likely to move in the near future. Or I could still say directional bias refers to the tendency to favor one direction of price movement, either up or down, based on analysis of market trend and condition. So after this, I'm going to go into practically, but right now let's just go on with this. So traders use directional bias to guide their decision whether to look for buy. We all know buy is as well as long, then or sell. So setup base, things that I know that people use to check out directional bias. What people look out for to check out in the directional bias is actually what one, we have market structure. Market structure simply means higher high, higher lows, which means higher highs is equals to still bullish and lower lows is equals to still bearish. So people still use key support and resistance levels. So people still use moving average and news or fundamental factors. You understand? News is all those CPI stuff like that, and then FP. So people still use trend lines, patterns, and many more. So now for me now I use market structure, which is the higher high and lows. Then I use trend line as well. That's all the thing I use. So everybody has what they use in trying to check out directional bias for themselves. So that's it. So now for me now to go into practical, showing you all how it's been done. Now this is it. First of all, I'll have to repeat again. I said directional bias simply means an expectation or preference of which direction is likely to move in the near future. Or directional bias refers to the tendency to favor one direction of price movement, either up or down, based on analysis of market trends and conditions. So now let's go on here now. For me, remember I said I use in my directional bias, I use market structure, which is the higher highs and the lower lows. Then I use again trend line. That's only what I use. Checking out directional bias. So this is it now. Let's go. So now directional bias over here now. I start by using start by monthly time frames. I start by monthly time frames. I just want to see the high. If the high is not monthly, what will I do? I will just go back over here, then look for the high. 12 months, 6 months, 3 months. I just want to see the high, the top high of the chart. You understand? So now, once I see the high, I say okay, price actually bullish over here because I'm not seeing any other thing again aside this high over here. Now I'll start looking for what? A continuational trend, you understand? Because I'm not going to be the one to change the direction of the market. If the market is bearish, then I look for continuation from the higher high. Higher high determines the structure or what the market is going. That's for you to know. So now I'll go to my weekly. Now what am I looking for now? I'm actually looking for a structure over here to know what? A way to what? To move in. So now my weekly right now, all I'm seeing here now is just what highs, highs, high, just high, low. So that's it, high, low. So that's it. So now I'll go to my daily again. What am I seeing over here? I'm still seeing same thing over here. I'm still seeing the same thing. High, low, say high, low, high, low, high, low. So that's it. So now for me to break it down more again now, that's this one I use now is for just the market structure. Market structure determines the high and the low, yeah. So now another thing again I say I use again is actually what? Trend line. So now on this daily time frame now, I just get to draw my trend line from here. From this low. Okay. You have to be sure that the lines are touching it so you won't have any mistakes. Okay. So yeah. So this is it now. So now I drew my trend line. What's my trend line saying? The trend lines has what been bouncing on the trend. This is it. This is what a high. This is a low. Now I'm using market structure over here. This is a low. This is a high. This is a low. Price came back on it again. So this is a high over here. So this is a low. This is a low over here. So what are you expecting over here again? You're expecting another high over here again. Expecting price what to break another high over here now. So what happened here now? Price is supposed to what? Create another high over here to respect this low that you're seeing over here. But what the price just what? Take out this initial first high over here, which is this one over here. And price came down here again. So now for price to come down here again, that shows that what price is still going to what? Push up. That's what letting you know that what this is what a bullish trend. You understand? So that's it. So now let's go by the trend line now. Now on this trend line now, you notice now price tapped on this first one, tapped on this second one, then price has not touched the trend since over again. So let's go on 4 hours time frame. On daily now, we know that that's what the trend is what a bullish trend. So now on this 4 hours, what we're going to do now is to know reason why our price did not tap into that zone and see for ourselves why the price did not tap into this trend line to continue buying. So what will I do over here now? I will just like what? Take out this part over here, then start from this high over here that you're seeing. Okay, price give a high, price give a low, price give another high over here, telling you a bearish move, then price came back over here, giving you a low. Then what did price do from this low? It gave another high again to take out this high over here, telling you that our price change. So what did price do over here? Price came down. Price now is supposed to tap into the zone now that it has tapped before, which is this trend line over here now. So what is this saying? It's saying that price is basically still going to what? Come down over to this level over here that you're seeing here before price moves up back up here. I don't know if you all understand the issue, but I'm going to explain more. But now, for me now to like get into this trade more, what will I do? Let me do it now. If I want to like take a trade, I will just come now because me I trade liquidity concept. So this is it. I will just come look at my liquidity. And remember, you those are no liquidity knows that there are types of liquidity. So this liquidity to me now there's equal low liquidity here. So this is it. This is an equal low liquidity over here. So what is price going to do? Then after I swap my liquidity, I'm going to take out the nearest point of interest that's over here. So to me, this is another block over here. So this is actually what I will be expecting. So now, and if you check it, there's a this place that price actually will click over here, which is supposed to happen, but it did not happen. So let's be looking at this. So now, since price has already created a high over here, let me use the chat button so you understand what I'm saying. Since price created a high over here, so now this is like the high that we have over here now. This is the high we are looking at. So now, price created what? A low, a high. That's higher low. A lower low created what? High above this initial first high over here, which is this. So now, coming down over here now, price created what? This equal low liquidity, which is this. So I'm expecting price like to take it out from here, buy, to take out that high that you are saying, this high. Take out this high. To take out the high you're seeing over here now. So I'll just like place my entry like this. Price is still going to give confirmation so before you take a trade. You feel me? But this is like the bias, like what I'm expecting to take out from here, to take out this low high over here. That's like a 1:12 here. 1:12. So that's it. You're still going to get more confirmation inside this trade. So, but what am I saying? This is what I'm saying over here now. This is like 4 hours time frame. So you cannot come and be taking trade for 4 hours. You look for confirmation in lower time frame. But this is like a pure direction for me. You understand? So now let me check GPP. So GPP now, this is like from the higher time frame over here. This is like, yeah, this daily time frame. Over here you see some trend line stop like that, respecting trend line, respecting trend line. I'm going 4 hours to break it down. So this is it. So what has price been doing over the days or over some months now? Price has been respecting this trend line. What is it doing? Let me show you over here. This is a low, this is a high, this is a low, this is a high, this is a low, what's price doing? Price is just bouncing on the trend line, 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 bouncing on the trend line. So this is it now. For me now, I came on this GJ. So what did I do before getting all this entry you're seeing over here? First of all, on daily time frame, it shows that what the price is bullish with the trend line over here, because drawing this thing out like this over here, you see price gave out what? A low, high, low. So you already bear it in mind that what price is going to what take out what this high. This line over here you're seeing here what is the high that price is supposed to what take out over here now. This high you're seeing here over here. Then this one is what, the second high. So now what are you going to do over here now? You place your horizontal line over here and this high over here, targeting what that's like your first high that you know that what price supposed to what take out. So what are you going to do? Go on the 4 hours time frame on this place now. On this day over here, I don't know what to do over here. Like I came on the chart, I did not see anything to enter. I don't know what to do. With the help of this trend line I drew out over here now, I was able to mark out to know that okay, price is going to tap on this trend line and continue buying over here. That was the help I was able to use to get it. But if you take over here like this now, you're going to see what there's another block over here. But I'm just saying for a trend line trader, or first of all, when you're using your trend line to trade, you just draw out your trend line over here. Once you mark out it over, then what you just be expecting was price to come into that trend line to continue your direction. So this is it. On this one, the same thing. I saw this structure over here. I don't know what to use to buy to continue this trade over here. I don't know what to use. With the help of this trend line, I know okay, price is definitely going to come to this zone over here you're seeing here and continue buying. So this is it. So this is it. Yeah, this is it. I don't know if it's actually bright enough, but this is actually what the day I was seeing the trade. I was like, price since I placed this buy over here. This first one was actually through the help of the trend line as well. So I just said, okay, let me just continue drawing out the trend line. Let me see where price is going to come to it. So I drew out the trend line and price came to it. So this was actually what the day price was coming to it over here. So this was it. So before you know, boom, then the price would start buying over here. So that was it. So whenever you're just in a way that you don't know how to to see your entry, whatever, I do not say you should come and start drawing your trend line from lower time frame. No, I start drawing trend line from what my daily time frame, my 4 hours time frame. That's where I draw my trend line to know where the bias of the market, to know where the market is actually going. So with the help of this trend line, you could see I've drawn this side to able to know that okay, price is going to continue buying from this zone, buy again. Price is going to still tap from this zone, buy again to take out this line, initial line you're seeing over here now. So that's it. That's the same thing applies here over here at the same time. So from this 4 hours time frame over here, you could see. Let me draw it out here. It's coming. So this is it. So this is it. This is it. So what's price going to do? Price is going to, for me, I feel, since price created this equal low liquidity over here, price is going to still come down to take out this equal low liquidity and start buying from this other block. But there is always probability price is going to give another confirmation because this is the 4 hours time frame. And what's my target over here? This is it. This high. Price is definitely going to take out the high. So that's it. So that's it. I hope you all understand what I said over here because so that's directional bias. Yeah, that's it, directional bias. So thank you. That's all I have to do for today. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. So do it to backtest this enough to understand better.